Deep in Morocco's high Atlas Mountains lies the Aït Bouguemez Valley. Beyond its last village, our journey began. There was little left to discuss. The route was planned, the packs were loaded, and the mountains were waiting. All that remained was to start walking. The mountains have a way of bringing travellers together. For a short while, our paths crossed. Our first day ended high in the Atlas. It had been a long and demanding walk. As darkness settled over the camp, simple things, a warm meal, a cup of tea, a place to rest, felt like luxuries.
Hey, good morning, Marty. Well.
How are you? How are you all feeling? How are you feeling, Marty? Want to go back down?
The next morning brought our first encounter with snow. It wasn't something we'd expected to find in these mountains, but it was something we'd prepared for. Out came the microspegs, and one careful step at a time, we made our way across. There were a few slips, a few lessons learned, but nothing more serious than wounded pride. More snow slopes lay ahead, and they would demand even more respect.
Hold your poles with one hand and use another hand to hold the rocks. So you have 3 points of contact. Put the other pole in.
I like this. One hand on the pole, then one hand on the rocks.
crossing had taken more out of us than we'd expected. By the time we reached the refuge, nobody had much left to say. The day ended quietly. A meal, a place to sleep, and a chance to recover before the next stage of the journey. The wind had forced us to abandon Gun Ridge. We continued on towards our next camp.
Getting ready to go. And hold. That's solid. But starting to break.
Some camps are simply a place to spend the night. This one felt a little more special.
the icy bits.
Like, I actually thought it was
You were only going down to.
I was frightened.
You were only went down to the bottom, like, you got back. And then you'd have to walk all the way back up. Like a miserable sod.
It was still scary. Like.
I'm sure it was. But it was scary for me, alright. The wind caught my bag whenever thingy Mustafa was walking Marty over. And I just looked to my left and saw, you know, the drop, the first one, where like you would have died, like. And I just freaked out. There's me, hang on.
What you concentrate on?
I was alright until the wind caught my bag, and then I went,
Darren, I take a wee taste of that water, mate.
I'm about to use it.
All of us.
Aye, there, yes. And this,
Splash, no?
hang on, I'll use mine first. And then I'm gonna have to wait a second on it. PG set. And this here is gulpy as well. Hang on.
After the exposed mountains, the river offered a different kind of journey, slower, more deliberate, and surprisingly enjoyable.
Mustafa. Good. Happy days.
We're here again.
Happy days are here. Happy days are here.
By now, the miles were beginning to leave their mark. For Norman, that meant blisters.
Norman's feet were pretty bad the last time, but now he's kind of he's got a happy medium of just painfully feet, painfully bad instead of blooding and painfully bad.
No, I've only done one.
We'll see here in a minute.
It's like a big ravine.
This is the tension moment,
Yeah.
Let me zoom in to get a shot of his feet. Ah, and it doesn't look too bad.
The wee toe there's looking.
A wee toes looking pretty.
Looks,
Pretty grasp.
looks like it's about to drop off. Norman, big smile on his beak, which says everything.
Loving them. Loving my feet.
What's it saying?
Oh, I look after your feet look after you. Clearly not following me with advice.
5-star food and catering.
Oh, I'm gonna give it today only one star.
Oh, 1-star food.
No matter how good the scenery is, eventually your feet have their say.
Great success.
With Norman's feet beginning to suffer, another night under the tent seemed unnecessary. So instead, we went looking for shelter. What followed was a reminder of the hospitality we had encountered throughout Morocco. A local resident offered us a place to stay for the night. It wasn't luxury, but after 4 days in the mountains, it didn't need to be. It was little more than an empty room. To us, it felt perfect.
I have a needle thread for your jacket, your thing if you want. And they said you're not getting out because you've no freaking airport tax. It was like $500. No problem. I fucking knows what's I did it as well, didn't you? You went all the way. And you mean it's a Melbourne cotton Holland like that? And they're all there for the same thing. Working to make money and to get away to do something else.
The final day began without Norman. After days on the trail, his feet had finally had enough. The rest of us continued on. There was a bit of rain in the air, but nobody seemed to mind. The mood was lighter now. The hard work was behind us. For the first time in days, we found ourselves walking on a road instead of a mountain path.
I'm not physically up, so I'm not going to punish myself further.
Thank you. No, 60 litre. Sorry, 60. You can get a 60 to 100. What it means is it expands out. They got one there. That's 40 to 60. Yours is 65. But if you're packing all that much, then you just need one of them. I think one of them is really like a little small proof. Like, it's freaking last you forever.
More SF branding.
I mean, you can make them like just with their more websites.
I was in Sports Direct in Dublin.
Yeah.
But no, when they have car more runners.
Aye.
I think it was in like a big hiking section.
Aye.
I guess the sports track I've been in.
The Carramore runners used to be owned by Carramore. They're no longer run, so they're not as high quality
Well,
as the old Carramore, but them bags are.
it was in like a hiking section.
5 days in the Atlas, a world away from Marrakesh, and yet, somehow, not far away at all.